Now here the question is number of rational points on the ellipse x square upon 9 plus y square upon 4 equals to 1. Now we can draw this ellipse. This point is 3, 0 and minus 3, 0 will be 0, 2 and 0, minus 2. Now any general point on this ellipse, it is given by 3 cos theta and 2 sin theta. Now we need to find number of rational points on this ellipse. So any point on this ellipse where cos theta and sin theta, they assume rational values will lie on this ellipse. Now say cos theta is a upon b, then we can write this point as 3a upon b and then 2. What is sin theta? Sin theta is under root of b square minus a square upon a square. So we can write this point p as 3a upon b and then 2 under root of b square minus a square upon a. Now there are infinite number of ways in which we can assume a and b so that b square minus a square is a perfect square. It is basically nothing but a Pythagorean triplet. So that means number of rational point on this ellipse will be infinite. In the same way, number of rational point on this second ellipse, which is x square upon 3 plus y square equals to 1, will again be infinite. Now the next question is, we need to find number of integral points on this ellipse. So for integral point, let us say 3 cos theta is k, then we can simply write cos theta as k by 3 and then we can write 2 sin theta as 2 and then under root of 1 minus cos square theta, and there will be k square by 9. So in that case 2 sin theta will be 2 upon 3 under root of 9 minus k square. So this point, it will be plus or minus k and then plus or minus 2 by 3 under root of 9 minus k square. Now one of the values when the value of k is 0. So if the value of k is 0, then in that case here we will have plus or minus 2, and the other one is when the value of k is 1, it is not a perfect square. For 2 also, again it's not a perfect square. For k equals to 3, it will again be a perfect square. So it will be plus minus 3, 0. So only these 4 points, they will be integral points on this ellipse. All other points, they will be either rational, which are not integer, or irrational points. So number of integral points on this ellipse is 4. Now what about this one? For this one again, if we'll do the same analysis, then we have these 2 points which are root 3, 0 and minus root 3, 0, and this point it is 0, 1 and 0, minus 1. So for this ellipse, there are only 2 integral points. So option number D, it matches with S. So A infinite, B 4, C infinite and D 2. Now here the question is, if an ellipse slides between 2 perpendicular straight lines, then locus of its center is. So we have 2 perpendicular straight lines and then we have this ellipse. Suppose its center is alpha, beta. Now since these 2 lines, they are point of intersection of perpendicular tangents, these 2 lines, they lie on director circle of this ellipse. So equation of director circle of this ellipse is x minus alpha square plus y minus beta square, and L be equal to a square plus b square. Now origin will lie on director circle. So we'll put x as 0 and y as 0. So then we'll get alpha square plus beta square equals a square plus b square. So that is x square plus y square equals a square plus b square. So center of this ellipse, will lie on a circle whose center is at origin and whose radius is under root a square plus b square. Now here the question is, let E be the ellipse x square upon 9 plus y square upon 4 equals to 1 and C be the circle x square plus y square equals 9 and P and Q be points 1, 2 and 2, 1. We need to find that if P and Q, they lie inside or outside of these ellipse and circle. So first for this point P, which is 1, 2, we'll find S1 for this ellipse. So S1 for this ellipse will be 1 upon 9 plus 4 upon 4 minus 1. So it is 1 upon 9. So this value is positive. So this point P, it lies outside the ellipse, and we'll find S1C now we'll find S1 for this circle for the same point P. So we'll put P as 1 and Q as 2. So we'll get 1 plus 4 minus 9. So this is minus 5, which is negative. So that means this point P, it lies inside the circle. So we have this ellipse and circle, and this point P, it lies outside the ellipse but inside the circle. Now what about point Q? Point Q is 2, 1. So we'll find S 1e for this point. Then it will be 4 upon 9 plus 1 upon 4 minus 1. So this value, it will be 16 plus 9, 25. 25 minus 36. So it is negative value. So that means this point Q, it lies inside this ellipse. And if the point lies inside this ellipse, then it will also lie inside this circle, since this circle is an auxiliary circle. So point P lies inside C but outside E, and Q lies inside C and inside E. Inside C and inside E. So the only option correct in this case is this option number D. Now here the question is, if E is the eccentricity of an ellipse whose conjugate diameters are y equals to x and 3y equals minus 2x, then 3e square is. Now we know that condition for conjugate diameter is m into m dashes minus b square upon a square. Now here m is 1, m dash is minus 2 upon 3, and this is minus b square upon a square. So this minus and minus will cancel. So we'll get 2 upon 3. And b square is a square into 1 minus e square. So this a square will also cancel. We'll get the value of e square as 1 minus 2 by 3. So it will be simply 1 by 3. So value of 3e square is simply 1. So answer to this question is 1. Now here the question is, if P as P dash is a focal chord of this ellipse, then SP into SP dash upon SP plus SP dash is what? We know that harmonic mean of focal segments is equal to semi-latus rectum. So it means 2 SP into SP dash upon SP plus SP dash is equal to B square upon A. So this value SP into SP dash upon SP dash is equal to B square upon 2A. Now what is the value of B square? B square is 7. And then 2a. 2a is simply 6. So this value is equal to 7 by 6, and that's your option number 2. Now here the question is, the area of the greatest rectangle that can be inscribed in the ellipse x square upon 9 plus y square equals 1. So we have this ellipse, and then we have a rectangle inscribed in it. Now say one of the vertex is a cos theta and b sin theta. So this is a cos theta, b sin theta. Now this one, it will be a cos theta minus b sin theta. This one will be minus a cos theta minus b sin theta. And this is minus a cos theta and b sin theta. Now we'll write area of this rectangle will be length into width. So it will be 2a cos theta into 2b sin theta. So we can write this as 2ab and then 2 sin theta cos theta. It will be simply sin 2 theta. Now maximum value of sin 2 theta is 1. So maximum area of this rectangle will be 2ab, and it will be maximum when the value of sin 2 theta is 1. That is when the value of theta is pi by 4. Now in this case, value of a is 3 and value of b is 1. So maximum value of this area will be simply 6, and that is the answer to this question. Now here the question is, let delta 1 be the area of triangle PQR inscribed in an ellipse and delta 2 be the area of triangle whose vertices are the points lying on the auxiliary circle corresponding to points P, Q and R. If the eccentricity of ellipse is 4 root 3 by 7, then we need to find the ratio of delta 2 upon delta 1. So let us say P is A cos alpha, B sin alpha. Q is A cos beta, B sin beta, and R is A cos gamma and B sin gamma. So we'll find area of this triangle, and area of this triangle is delta 1. So it'll be 1 by 2, and then it'll be A cos alpha, B sin alpha 1, and then A cos beta, B sin beta 1, and A cos gamma, B sin gamma 1. Now from this first column we can take A common, and from the second column we can take B common. So it will be 1 by 2 AB, and then it will be cos alpha, sin alpha 1, cos beta, sin beta 1, and then cos gamma, sin gamma 1. Now we'll find corresponding points on auxiliary circle. P dash, A cos alpha, A sin alpha, and then Q dash, A cos beta, A sin beta, and then R dash, which will be A cos gamma and A sin gamma. So we'll find delta 2. We'll just replace B with A. So in that case, we'll get 1 by 2 A square, and then it'll be cos alpha, sin alpha 1, cos beta, sin beta 1, and then cos gamma, sin gamma 1. Now we'll need to find ratios of delta 2 and delta 1. So we'll find delta 2 upon delta 1, and delta 2 upon delta 1 will simply be A upon B. Now we know that B square is A square into 1 minus E square. So here it will be A into under root 1 minus E square. So this A and A, it will cancel. So we'll get this result as under root of 1 minus, and what's E square? So it'll be 16 into 3, 48. So it'll be 48 upon 49, and it should be 7. So the ratio of areas of these two triangles is simply 7, and that is the answer to this question.